Hi again everyone, welcome aboard Jom Naik Bas. Ever since the Singapore borders were fully reopened on 1st April 2022, several new players in the cross-border express bus market between Singapore and Malaysia have entered the scene. Fast forward 2 years later and we still have yet to see some restore services to Singapore, such as Causeway Link Express. However, in several social media posts posted in mid-May 2024, Causeway Link announced the resumption of direct express bus services to Singapore. The services began on Friday, 31st May 2024, just in time for the month-long school holidays in Singapore, which falls in June. Kuala Lumpur and Malacca were selected as the first destinations from Singapore, operating out of Harbourfront Centre in the south of the island. In this trip report, I will be travelling on the southbound service from Kuala Lumpur to Singapore. But before I begin on the report proper, let's take a peek at their new service counter at Harbourfront Centre. Causeway Link has opened a service and ticketing counter here at Harbourfront Centre. The counter is located at the service desk near the Singapore Crew Centre Arrival Hall, adjacent to Lobby C. Here, the friendly customer service officer is always ready to offer their assistance. It may look small, but this is a full-fledged service and ticketing counter that sells Causeway Link Express coach tickets, as well as tickets to various attractions and theme parks in Malaysia, such as Legoland, Adventure Water Park di Saru Coast, Sunway Lagoon and Lost World of Tambun. On top of that, you can also purchase Manjalink Transit Card here. Causeway Link is currently running a promotion for coach tickets purchased via www.causewaylink.com.my. If you are looking to charter a van or a bus for your travel needs to Malaysia, look no further as they also offer van and bus chartering services. The counter is opened daily from 9 am to 9 pm and payments via nets is preferred. I booked on the 10 am departure from Kuala Lumpur, specifically from Swiss Garden Bukit Bintang Hotel. The service also offered another option for departure at Terminal Bersepadu Selatan or TBS. Here at Swiss Garden Bukit Bintang, there are no ticketing counters for enquiries or checking in, and passengers would have to simply wait at the coach bay for boarding. A Causeway Link Express double-decker coach arrived at the pickup point at about 9:50 am. JQU 477 had been assigned on the morning service from Kuala Lumpur to Singapore today. When I checked the ticketing app the night before, it showed that there were 41 seats available, which means that I can expect to travel with 3 other passengers in the bus. The check-in was done effortlessly by showing the coach captain the mobile ticket or confirmation email. As expected, a family of 3 were also on board. Just as we were about to depart Swiss Garden Bukit Bintang, one of the 2 coach captains informed us that the bus will be making a brief stop at TBS for another pickup. At exactly 10 am, the bus began its 350km journey down south to Singapore. Traffic were unexpectedly light as the bus bypassed several major landmarks in the heart of Kuala Lumpur, such as the old Puduraya bus terminal and Central Market. There is a 45-minute gap between the 2 pickup points in Kuala Lumpur, seemingly to allow ample time for the bus to make its journey from Bukit Bintang to TBS, taking into consideration adverse traffic condition that can happen without warning. And as the traffic were pretty smooth this morning, we reached TBS in just 20 minutes, even with the bus moving slow on the roads. With another 15 minutes or so before the bus can enter the designated gate in TBS, the bus made a brief stop near a canteen where passengers can choose to grab a bite or go for a toilet break. As soon as all passengers returned to the bus, we moved off to the designated gate in TBS to pick up the remaining passengers on this service. Only one passenger boarded the bus in TBS, so it didn't take too long before the bus finally left TBS for Singapore. Some Causeway Link Express buses have been spotted at Ming Ang restaurant in Yong Ping for the meal breaks, although most does not have a specific pit stop. I did not ask the coach captain where we'll be stopping for a break, but I was hoping it could be one of the R&Rs. Causeway Link Express is part of the Handal Indah group of companies, the largest public bus operator in the state of Johor. Starting with a Johor Bahru Singapore cross-border bus service in 2003, the company rapidly expanded with the introduction of local stage bus services in Johor Bahru and eventually long-distance express bus services to Melaka, Selangor and Kuala Lumpur. In recent weeks, Handal Indah have also commenced services in Melaka, operating a number of stage bus routes alongside Panorama Melaka under the Stage Bus Service Transformation Program or SBST. The SBST program is spearheaded by the federal government, aimed at improving the local bus networks and systems. Causeway Link Express began operations into Singapore in 2012, if my memory serves me correctly. Kuala Lumpur was the sole service in operation back then, with buses terminating at IMM Mall in Jurong East. Although the service was quite popular back then, the operator did not expand the services in Singapore. Services were suspended with the border closures that took effect in March 2020 following the outbreak of the COVID-19 pandemic. Then, on 23rd May 2024, Causeway Link announced on its social media that it will be restarting services in Singapore with services to Kuala Lumpur and Melaka. A check on EasyBook showed that the first service will start on Friday, 31st May, just in time for the June school holidays in Singapore. This time, however, the operator is operating out of Harbourfront Centre in Singapore. This terminating point near Sentosa and the Singapore Cruise Centre has unknowingly become a major pickup point in recent months. Apart from the incumbent Aeroline, other coach operators like Cityline, Luxury Coach and 707 Inc. Express have also made Harbourfront Centre one of their pickup points for services to Malaysia. 2 round-trip services are operated to Kuala Lumpur. From Singapore, the Kuala Lumpur service departs at 7 am and 8:30 pm, calling at Terminal Bersepadu Selatan TBS before terminating at Swiss Garden Bukit Bintang Hotel. The return service departs Swiss Garden Bukit Bintang at 10 am and 4 pm and TBS at 10:45 am and 4:45 pm. Tickets starts from 30 Singapore dollars or RM107 for a one-way ticket from Singapore and 25 Singapore dollars or RM89 from Kuala Lumpur. I booked via the Red Bus mobile app and took advantage of the mobile wallet credit, which was used to offset the ticket price. No physical ticket was issued and you only need to show the confirmation slip via the app or your email to the coach captain when checking in. Take note though that you may need to exchange for a boarding pass if you depart from TBS. Tickets can also be booked via Bus Online Ticket EasyBook and the TBS mobile apps or websites. Causeway Link is currently running a promotion for coach tickets purchased via www.causewaylink.com.my. Simply create an account if you do not have one, and you can immediately enjoy the discounted rate. After about 2 hours on the road, the bus made its way to Pago R&R for a break. Just before alighting, the coach captain informed all passengers to return in 10 minutes. That can only mean that this is simply a toilet break and not a meal break. One passenger was thought to have misheard the break time and went to have his meal, but it turns out that he was sleeping all along in the bus. We spent almost 20 minutes at Pago R&R before proceeding on the final leg to Singapore. Causeway Link Express used to operate a variety of single, double and high-deck coaches across its network. But as of now, only the double-deckers and a couple of the high-deck coach remains active in the fleet. These double-deckers are the backbone of the fleet with about 13 units in operation. 2 units of the Sksbus SA12 380HD high-deckers are currently deployed on the Bukit Bintang Legoland shuttle. The services to Singapore are operated on the Scania K410EB double-deckers with Bodywork by Sksbus. The chassis code K410EB translates to K, which refers to centrally mounted longitudinal engine, 410 being the engine output of 410 horsepower, E which indicates that it is a long distance type chassis, and B indicates that it is a normal bus. It is powered by the 12.7 litres Euro 3 Scania DC13 engine and coupled with the 8-speed Scania Opticruise automated gear changing system, and features an independent front suspension. All of the buses have been fitted with speed limiters that will only allow the buses to run at a maximum of 100 km an hour. The buses are fitted in a high-density 2+1 Super VIP configuration with a total of 45 seats on both decks. There are 13 seats on the lower saloon and the remaining 32 on the upper saloon. The seats are equipped with seat belts and an electrical power socket, but there are no USB ports available. They are manufactured by Orion, but not much is known about the manufacturer. These Sksbus double-deckers are unique as they come with minor cosmetic differences from the mainline model. It's not new in the industry as other operators have also requested customized design for their buses. They are about 12.5 meters long, 4 meters high and width of 2.5 meters. I have managed to track down as many as 10 such Sksbus double-deckers with another 3 built on RTG Intex double-deck body. They are operated on the Johor Bahru Kuala Lumpur runs as well as to Shah Alam and Klang. There are no known information if new double-deckers have been ordered to replace the current fleet, but I certainly hope a new and refreshed fleet of buses can come our way soon, as these buses are already past their prime and looks dated and tired. The service will enter Singapore via the second link crossing. We reached the Sultan Abu Bakar complex in Gelang Patah, Johor at about 5 minutes past 3 p.m. You need not bring down your luggage, but do ensure that all necessary travel documents are presented for the immigration clearance. With only the 5 of us clearing during the lull period, it took all of us only about 5 minutes to clear. I arrived in Malaysia using the E-gates and successfully departed using the E-gates as well. The bus departed for Tuas checkpoint at about 3:15 p.m. The distance between Sultan Abu Bakar complex in Malaysia and Tuas checkpoint in Singapore is approximately 6 kilometers. It took about 6 or 7 minutes for us to reach the Singapore border for the second immigration clearance. You will have to bring all your belongings along for the customs check. You can also use the automated lanes for the arrival immigration clearance. If you are a non-resident of Singapore, do ensure that you have submitted the SG arrival card. The SGAC can be submitted up to 3 days before your arrival using the website or the My ICA mobile app. We left Tuas checkpoint at about 3:40 p.m. The route to the destination at Harbourfront Centre will take us along the Ayer Rajah Expressway or AYE, Alexandra Road and Telok Blangah Road. This should take about 30 minutes. As expected, the bus pulled into the coach bay near Lobby C of Harbourfront Centre at precisely 4:11 p.m, making this journey a total of 5 hours and 10 minutes. This is one of the fastest Kuala Lumpur-Singapore leg that I have travelled on, and it's definitely thanks to the short break and the clear traffic along the Plus Highway. This trip had been an enjoyable one despite the bus being a bit dated than its counterparts. I'd like to extend my sincerest appreciation to the friendly coach captains of JQU 477 for their professionalism, as well as to both Miss Sivesha and Jaya Bharati of the Harbourfront Centre Service Desk for their kind and excellent assistance. This has been another trip report on Jom Naik Bas. I'm Ishak signing off and see you in the next video. Bye!